Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be going through all of these packages that you see here. So these are a bunch of eBay lots that I've gotten recently with just a bunch of different castle figures in them. These are all, pretty small lots, nothing huge here, but I'm always on the lookout for small lots where there's a couple valuable pieces in the mix that can make it worthwhile. Alrighty, so first up, this one doesn't have any minifigures in it, I don't think, but it has a bunch of accessories, and I'm pretty sure, yep, there was a green ninja hood in here. So this was only used on a couple of figures from the old ninja theme, and the value of this piece has skyrocketed in recent years. I believe it's going for about $50 or $60 on Bricklink at this point. And I found this lot on eBay for about 30 bucks. So, just that hood alone makes a lot worth it. But there are some other cool pieces as well. We've got an old light gray helmet and visor. We've got one of those old like peasant hats from the older castle stuff. Got some more weapons and accessories. A few more dark gray castle helmets. Got a samurai helmet here. Couple of scorpion flags from Knight's Kingdom, some Knight's Kingdom shields as well. I'm gonna go ahead and sort through the rest of this real quick. Alright, so I pulled out a few different off-brand pieces that had been in the lot, and then here we have a bunch of different figure accessories. We've got some helmets, some weapons, and then that green ninja hood. So the green ninja hood is a piece that I will put onto my Bricklink store. But I think all the other pieces in this lot are some that I will just keep for my own collection, because they are all, good to add to the mix. This next one, wow, this one was not even taped down. That's crazy that it made made its way to me in one piece. I'm glad that this did not get lost. Okay, so this one is a lot of classic figures. I remember this one being a pretty cheap lot too, something like 20 bucks or so. I don't remember if there was any super valuable figures, but I know there were several good ones in here. Oh, yeah, this guy. That was, it's an Imperial Armada figure from the old Pirates theme. This one, he's worth more money if he has his breastplate, but this figure alone is, I want to say, like 15 bucks or so. Then we also have a few different castle figures, some more pirates and islanders, a few different like space designs. We've got a Native American there, and this is kind of a random figure to be in this lot, but we got Black Panther. Overall, pretty nice little lot. Again, I think it was like 20 to 25 bucks, and this guy is gonna pay for most of that. Okay, got those sorted out. Now on to the next one. Let's see. Wow, is there... Okay. This one was just a very small lot, I guess. I picked up a few of the Royal Knights shields. There's a seller. I think I have another package from him. Let me see. Maybe not. I know I'd ordered a couple different things from that guy, and I guess he sent them in different boxes. All right. So here is another little figure lot. This one looks like it's mostly pirates and castle. I don't remember how much I paid for this one, but I know it was a pretty good deal for the price. The pirates I don't collect, so these are figures that I'll just sell in my Bricklink store. We've got this guy, which I know is about $10. The other ones, are going to be worth a few bucks a piece. Then we have a few different castle figures, which I will be keeping. We got a Black Falcon, we got a Fright Knight, Dragon Knight, and we also have a Crusader Lion Knight with the axe torso. I know I have some more modern stuff in a couple of these lots. So far it's been mostly older pieces. Alright, so here we have some newer pieces. A couple old pieces. We got that old pirate cannon. I know the reddish brown cannon base is worth a decent bit, I'm pretty sure. Here we've got a breastplate from the 2013 castle alongside the knight. I don't think there was any... Oh wait, yes. Okay, this was the piece that had caught my eye in this lot. So this is the pearl dark gray helmet and visor that was used on a Kingdom's Dragon Knight, and that figure has gotten extremely expensive, and the visor and helmet alone are going to be around $30 or $40, and that's about what I paid for this whole lot. So that's a piece that, again, kind of like some of these other lots, I'm going to just throw those pieces on my Bricklink store to kind of cover the cost of the lot, and then I'll just be keeping the rest of these pieces. We got a bunch of cool helmets and shields, a few different figures, but it's mostly accessories here in this lot. All right, got that lot all sorted out. On to the next one. A bunch of nice accessories in that one. Okay, this is, looks like they just used one of their old bubble mailers as kind of the padding in here. All right. So here in this lot, we have one of the old Bardings from Classic Castle. So that is very cool. Love getting more of those. We got this horse, which is in very nice condition, which is nice to see. And an assortment of figures here. I don't think there was any expensive figures in this lot, but there were a bunch of nice ones that I was looking for. I always want to pick up more of the Black Falcons if I can. And the torsos on these guys are in nice shape, which that's something you gotta look out for with the Classic Castle. We also have a Harley Quinn body, at least. I don't think the other parts to her are here. So that's something that I will sell on my Bricklink. A few different skeleton figures. This is like Crazy from Ninjago, although that's not the right armor for him. Here he is with his jester hat. That's a figure that I probably will sell. Oh, nice. I didn't even notice this. There's a dark green cape, which that piece is pretty expensive. It's paired with a Dragon Knight's torso from Kingdoms. Here we got another Classic Knight. We got a Jester from Lion Knights. I don't think that is the head that was used for him. I'm pretty sure that's a head from the Mime CMF figure. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and sort through the last few pieces here. All right, I've sorted through those pieces there. Here we have the next order. This one, I believe, had several Fantasy Era Knights in it. The Knights with the visor, although that visor is actually broken at the top. I want to say there were 2 or 3, yeah, we got 3 of that guy. So that figure is one that is a lot harder to come across these days. I was actually able to get a bunch of them back in the day for pretty cheap, just by piecing them together on Bricklink, but that is not doable anymore. Those visors in particular are pretty expensive. We also have a Barding and horse helmet from the 2013 castle. We've got several different Dragon Knights from 2013 castle. Got one of the skeleton figures from Fantasy Era. A couple Crown Knights from 2013 castle. I think all this is stuff that I'll be keeping, honestly. I don't see any of this that I would try to sell off, but it was a good price for the lot, so I had to pick all that up. Okay, now here we have the last order for this lot, which is one I actually got off of Bricklink, and I actually have already opened this to pull out a couple pieces that were not from Castle, but part of that order is a bunch of classic knights. This guy was an international seller, and I was just picking up a couple things from him that I needed, and I noticed he had a bunch of vintage knights for a really good price, and they were also marked as in good condition. And from what it looks like, all these figures are in great shape, which is awesome. Just really shiny gold prints on these knights, which is nice to see. So we got a bunch of the different Black Falcons and Lion Knights in particular, a few different Royal Knights. Got one of those old ninjas, which actually I don't think that is the correct head for that figure, but oh well. Not that big a deal. We got one Fantasy Era Knight, but most of the stuff here is classic Knights. So this is all the figures that I've gotten. I'm gonna go ahead and get these sorted out by faction, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do a bit of a recap on some of these accessories. Okay, so I got all those figures put up. I just wanted to do a quick recap of some of the accessories I was able to find in this slot. We've got a whole bunch of different castle helmets and breastplates here. So that one is from the 2013 castle. We've got some skeleton breastplates from Fantasy Era. We've got a 2013 Dragon Knight. Got some crowns. We got a Fantasy Era breastplate there. Bunch of good pieces here. Not too many plumes in these lots, but I did get one of the red vintage triple plume and a few of the smaller, more modern plume as well. Got a classic cape here. Got a couple quivers. All in all, a lot of cool accessories that I'll be able to add into the collection. And here we have a cup with all the different accessories. I'm not going to dump this out, but we got a bunch of different weapons and shields. And finally, this is some of the stuff that I'm going to be selling on my Bricklink. So I'll sell off like kind of the pirate stuff. That has been kept. The pirate stuff, this ninja hood, the pearl dark gray helmet with visor, a couple of different figure pieces, and like these cannons. Just some of the stuff that I don't want for my personal collection, but I will throw up on my Bricklink store. That is going to do it for this video. Thank you for watching.